This is the unboxing of my new Cooler Master HAF 932. This is the blue edition, and I'm building a new PC right now. Check out some of my other videos for all sorts of unboxings. First thing I want to show you is this little thing on the side. If you don't quite grasp how big this case is, check that out. The shipping weight, 34 pounds. This thing is huge. It is a full tower case. Nearly 2 feet tall, 2 feet deep. Let's see if I can get it out of here. It's just a huge case. This is not your LAN party case that you carry around with you, unless you're just extra strong. But in my opinion, it's one of the best cases on the market. Yeah, it's huge, but really I bought it because it's really cool and really quiet. It's really cool because it has huge fans. Check that out. That's a 230 millimeter fan on the top. It's got another one in the front behind this grill right here is another 230 millimeter fan. And on the side you got your nice window up here, and then you also have this mesh panel with another 230 millimeter fan. And if that wasn't enough, you've got another fan on the back. It's a little bit smaller. It's just a 140, but still that's huge. And you can do all sorts of other fan configurations if you want to take out this fan. For instance, you can put in like 4 140s, I believe, or 4 120s. But really, the stock fans are awesome. I have had one of these before, and they're quiet, they're cool. That's just a really good case design. All the fans have, your fan connectors for your motherboard, and they also have these little on-off switches to turn off the LEDs. You do that independently for each fan. There's a little switch there. The one on the top also has a switch. They all do have the blue LEDs on this edition. I decided to go with a blue instead of red. It's actually slightly more expensive, but if you catch it on sale, then really it's about the same price, and they do put it on sale fairly often. There's a lot of features I think you need to see, and we'll get into those right now. Okay, here's the side. Obviously there's the window. It's pretty nice, so you can see all the glowing lights coming out of there. Got a HAF on the side. Everything's kind of a powder coated black. It's on the inside and the out. So this looks really clean inside. You got all your standard pinouts for your motherboard. It will take an ATX or an e-atx, so that's really good if you have one of those great big motherboards. As far as fans go, like I said, you can switch out the side for 4 120s if you want to. Down on the bottom you can actually put in 2 120s. This here is a support for the power supply, which is mounted in the bottom. That actually slides. If you have a longer power supply, you can slide that out. You can put a fan here or there. So that's really cool. The top, you can actually put in a radiator, and you can put in a 2x120 or a 3x120 radiator. Of course, this big fan has to come out. But the radiator itself mounts right in, and there's a fill port on the top. I'll show you that in just a second. But right now I want to show you what's on the inside. You got 7 slots. They are all toolless and really easy to use. Just like that. Put your new card in, snap it, and you're done. Very sturdy. This over here is a fan shroud. It's really good for those video cards. It's mounted with thumb pins, and it actually has a couple of different positions it'll go in. So it can slide, different directions. Just a little bit, and you can see you can actually mount another 120 millimeter fan in there. Just put it back and help keep those blazing hot video cards cooled down a little bit. Here's your hard drives over here. You got 5 mounts here. Of course, they're also toolless. You just open them up, put your hard drive in, slide it back in, snap it down, and you're done. Couldn't be simpler. It's really clean, really easy. I like that. I also like the fact that they put in this, which is a mount for an SSD. You can put in your little 2.5 inch drive. You can actually put 2 in there, one on this side, one on the other side. Slide them in there and snap it down. You got 5 external drive mounts as well. The bottom one actually has another slot for an SSD. To unlock those, you just push the button and slide it out. You got a hard drive mount in there. You have another hard drive, but that's really cool. You just lock it back. You'll notice there's a slot here. Looks like it's an external mount, but that's actually, if you look on the front, you have your USB 3.0 ports there. So you lost one there, but there's still plenty. I don't know anybody that has that many external drives these days. This bundle here is just all your basic cords for your headers for the front, like your USB and your power cord speaker and all that. I'll show you those in a second. Let's see what comes in the little box of goodies. One thing that's kind of unique about this case is it actually comes with casters. So maybe you could take this to a LAN party because you can actually wheel it around. Got 4 of those. You got your floppy drive mount if you still have a floppy. It's actually pretty handy. It's an 8-pin power extender for those power supplies that don't come with the cord long enough. This will help you get there. And then you can see you got tons and tons of little screws here just to mount everything, all your hard drives and so forth, and all your motherboard pins, etc. Notice they're all black, which is really nice. Some of these cases you get silver and they just really stand out, but everything in here is nice and black, so it just blends right in. And they even got a few cable ties there. I'll go ahead and show you the front. You got mesh front all the way down. You got the big fan in here, like I mentioned earlier, 230 millimeter. You got your 2 USB 3.0s right here. Up at the top, you have your USB 2.0s. You got 4 of those. You got your Firewire, eSATA, microphone, and headphones out. Then your lights for your hard drive and power. On the top, you got your power button right here. Reset button here. This is sort of unique. It's your fill port. If you do decide to do your water cooling, you mount your radiator in there and you just fill it right from the top, which is really cool. Got your ports in the back, your grommets for the water cooling system right there. If you wanted to, you can actually mount the power supply up there. Of course, if you did that, you have to move this plate and the fan and several things. So I would keep it at the bottom. A really nice size window here so you can mount your cooler easily. A lot of space behind the motherboard tray. Everything's put together with big thumb pins, which is cool. Really easy to take apart. As you can see, you got like almost an inch of space behind there. And this is 9.5 inches thick, this case is, so there's a lot of room here just to route all your cables, make them all totally hidden so you have a nice clean case. That comes off, of course. A little pack in there. As you can see, this is really a quality case. Everything is easy to use, toolless, simple, it's clean. The LEDs are awesome. Everything on this case is awesome. So if you want a massive case for a massive system, then this is definitely the one.